each and everyone. The discussion that we're going to partake this morning is about the understanding of how exponents works in terms, constants, and variables as we um, fully define what is the world of exponents is all about. With the lesson, laws of exponents, or in some references, we call this the integer exponents, okay, or laws of exponents, rules of exponents, rules of power. Everything boils down to the same, which is laws of exponents. So allow me to use a picture of Carl. Oh, no, it's not Carl, it's me pala. So we have here the notation 3 to the power of 4. 3 to the power of 4 simply means the value 3 or the number 3 is multiplied to itself 4 times. So 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 or 81. Simplify 3 to the power of 4, you'll get the answer 81. So this notation class is what we call exponential notation or exponential expression, or in some references we call this exponentiation. Okay, exponentiation, exponential expression, exponential notation, or simply the word exponentiation is acceptable to give us this a name, no? In exponentiation, you have the number bigger one below and the smaller one above. The the one below is what we call as the base, and the one above is your exponent. Okay, so when the base is raised to a certain exponent, that means that the base is multiplied to itself according to the number of times the exponent signifies. So if this is 5 raised to the power of 3, then your expression will end up 5 times 5 times 5. Okay. Okay. So we have here the simplification of 5 to the power of 3, which is 5 times 5 times 5. You'll get the answer 125. Question? None. So let's proceed with the loss of exponent. Properly your module class. From time to time, there are items there that might give you some problems. So just give me a message or send me a message of this and that. But please make sure that if I can see the module, the explanation is not there. Because if it's not there, I'll answer your question. Okay? So what is the loss of exponent class? According to the loss of exponent, the exponential form of a certain number indicates how many times the base will be multiplied by itself. So for example, we have the one a while ago, 5 to the power of 3. The base 5 is multiplied by itself 3 times. If that is um, a variable, let's say x to the power of 5, so the variable x is multiplied to itself 5 times. Get it? Okay, this is what we're going to deal with first. First rule. This is rule number 1 in the laws of exponent class, or law number 1. In your module, I termed there exponential law number 1. In the integer exponents in the senior high, we call this rule number 1. If you're going to multiply powers with the same base, keep the base and add the exponent. We call this as product rule. Nagitawag na to sa higher general mathematics as product rule. Okay? The product of two bases which is of the same but different exponents, you'll just have to copy or keep the base, and then you just need to add the exponents. For example, we have here 2 to the power of 6 multiplied by 2 to the power of 3. We have the same base, which is 2, but different exponents, 6 and 3. So what will you need to do is to simply copy the base, which is 2, and add the exponents, 6 and 3. You'll get the answer, 2 to the power of 9. Or if you can simplify it further, 2 to the power of 9 is equal to 512. Okay? So what is the justification or the general rule for exponential law number 1? When you multiply bases with the same value, simply add the exponents while keeping the base in its original value. Of course, if that is a constant, you can express it in a simplified form by raising the constant to whatever the value indicated in its exponent. In this case, you have the base constant 2 raised to the power of 9 is equal to 512. Question? More examples, I think, are found in your module. I hope so. Let's proceed with rule number 2. Dividing powers. So in dividing powers class, you just have to look at the base again. So if you do have the same base, keep the base and subtract the exponent. We call this in your module exponential law number 2. You have there, right? Exponential law number 2. In general mathematics, we call this rule number 3. This is actually rule number 3 in general mathematics, quotient rule. If rule number 1 is product rule, rule number 3 stands for quotient rule. And quotient simply tells us that the operation is division, right? So if you have here x to the power of m all over x to the power of n, this means that x is raised to the power of m divided by x to the power of n. So when you are going to divide bases with the same value but different exponents, you'll just have to look at the exponents, keep the base, and subtract the exponents. So as an example, we have here 2 to the power of 6 divided by 2 to the power of 2. So you keep the base 2 to the power of 2 and then write the exponents as a difference of the two values 6 and 2. So we have now the solution 2 to the power of 6 minus 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 4 and simplify 2 to the power of 4, you'll get 16. That is exponential law number 2 or rule number 3, quotient rule. Anyways, the terminologies will not matter for as long as you know how to perform the operation. Forget the name. Just learn how to perform it. Question? None? So what is the general picture of rule number 3 or exponential law number 2? When you divide powers, you subtract the exponents. Yun lang. So product rule, add the exponents. Quotient rule, subtract the exponents. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. Let's try to see if you can master the first two rules with these 10 examples. Prepare because I will call your name. Number 1, Catherine. Number 2, Harl. Number 3, Vem. Number 4, Al. 5, Ken Robertson. 6, Mary Jade. 7, Alex. 8, Harvey. 9, Trixley. 10, Chelsea. Ayun. I just had it according to how I look at the frames. Anyways, the next set of people, you'll answer the next set of questions later. As soon as you're ready with the answers, please unmute yourselves and be ready with the solution. Or be ready with your final answer. Catherine, do we have the answer in number 1? Unmute.
81, sir.
81. So let's try to see the solution for number 1. So for number 1, 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2 is 3 to the power of 4, which is equal to 81. Very good. Catherine is correct that number 1 is 81. See? Easy lang. Right? Harl, number 2.
15,625.
15,625. So the solution there simply tells us that the exponent will be added. So 5 to the power of 2 plus 6. Rather, 2 plus 4 is 5 to the power of 6, which is, I don't know. I did not write it here. So let me double check. But you have 5 to the power of 6, Harl. Okay. So 5 to the power of 6. I'll try to do that in my calculator. 15,625, which is correct. Very good, Harl. Number 3, Bam. Is it Bam? Okay, Bam.
A raised to the power of 7, sir.
Very good. A to the power of 7 is correct. No need to simplify because you don't have the value of A here. Number 4, Al. Nicolas Sordo.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, Al.
8s to the power of 9.
8s to the power of 9. Very good. The answer is 8s to the power of 9. So, notice class, walang exponent yung 2 at saka yung 4. But you can simplify the answer here by raising. Pwede man lang gawin yung ganito, class. For a while, ha? Yung 4, gawin yung 2 squared. So, magiging 2 to the power of 3 to mamaya. Diba? 2 to the power of 3. So, no need to do that. You can simplify still 2 to the power of 3 as 8. Right? No? So, you multiply 2 times 4, which is 8. And then you multiply s squared and s to the power of 7. You'll get s to the power of 2 plus 7, which is 9. Here's number 5. May chat tayo. Wait sa. Read natin yung chat. S to the power of 3. Alex, you are number 5, Alex.
Me, sir.
You can, Robertson. Yes, Ken. What is number 5, Ken?
Negative 243.
What is the exponential form there, Ken?
Negative 3 to the power of 5.
Very good. Negative 3 to the power. So we have the answer, negative 3 to the power of 5, which is equal to negative 243. Be careful, class. Be careful, ha. I just wish you to understand that if 5 as an exponent of negative 3 becomes 6, the answer is positive. Okay? Make sure that you're going to type this properly in the calculator, because it might end up giving you the answer which is still negative. Enclose the negative 3 in a parenthesis. After that, you raise it to the power of 5 or 6 or any number. Number 6 is Jade. Jade, number 6. Let's give time for Jade to chat the answer if Jade doesn't have an audio. And Jade is still not answering. So I hope Jade is able to hear my voice as of now. So if you cannot turn on your audio, Jade, just type your answer in the chat box. I'll call another person, then perhaps this person has already the answer for number 6. Ali, Asia. Do we have an answer in number 6? Wala ring audio si Asia, no? Si Kint na lang tanungin ko kasi, ayun,
Sir, the
meron ng
question
audio.
again, sir.
What is the answer for number 6? This is the question. S to the power of 2
Wait
times t to the power of 4 multiplied by s to the power of 7 times t to the power of 3. May chat tayo. Basahin natin. Jade Pogoy answered s to the power of 9 times t to the power of 7. And that is correct. Thank you, Jade. Asia, never mind Asia. We have the answer of Jade, Asia. So we have the answer. S to the power of 9 times t to the power of 7. Notice, class, that we did not combine the exponents of s and t. That is also what you're going to emphasize in yourselves. Multiplying of powers simply means that you are going to combine the exponents only to those with the same base. Keep that in mind. Because perhaps you will answer here, st to the power of 16, which is a big mistake. Separate the exponent of s and separate the exponent of t, because s times t cannot be multiplied as st with the same with the exponent of 16. Let's proceed with I'll call you again, Asia, later, ha. So thank you, Alex, Jade, for your answer. Number 7, Alex. Alex said s to the power of 8. Very good. The answer is s to the power of 8. How did we do that? Subtract 12 and 4. Simply get to have that value in the calculator or in your mind. Answer is 8. Number 9, Harvey. Harvey answered 81. So the answer is 3 to the power of 9 minus 5 or 3 to the power of 4, which is equal to 81. Correct? Thank you, Harvey. Number 9, Rixley.
S to the power of 8 times t to the power of 4.
S to the power of 8 times c to the power of 4. Very good. So we have here the solution. Last number, but definitely not the least. Number 10, Chelsea.
9ab to the power of 3.
9ab to the power of 3. Okay. Make sure that you don't have a parenthesis here because b is the only one raised to the power of 3 and not a nor 9. So very good for the first 10 students who answered this correctly. Questions? Clarifications? None? Okay, let's proceed with in the integer exponent, this is rule number 2. No? I'm not sure what rule number is this in your module. We call this rule as power of a power rule. Rule number 2 is power of a power rule. In other words, if you're raising a power to an exponent, you just have to multiply the exponent. Say, x to the power of m raised to the power of n is equal to x to the power of mn, or m times n. So for example, we have here x to the power 5 to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2 is equal to 5 to the power of 3 times 2. What is 3 times 2, class? 6, no? Not 5. Oh, my answer is wrong. So let's change that. My magic power, I'll change that. Ayun, ayun. So 3 times 2 is 6 and not 5. Mali ako doon. So 5 to the power of 3 times 2 is 5 to the power of 6. What's the difference between rule number 1 and rule number 4? Or rather, what's the difference between multiplying powers and power of a power class? Notice that in this expression, for a while, I'll charge my laptop. Okay, notice that in this expression class, we can apply rule number 1 actually. If you have this expression as x to the power 5 to the power of 3, 5 to the power of 3 to the power of 2, diba this means that 5 to the power of 3 will be multiplied by itself twice, right? Diba? So we can still apply rule number 1. So we have 5 to the power of 3 plus 3, which is still equal to 5 to the power of 6. Babalik at babalik tayo sa power of a power rule. So wag yung ilituhin yung sarili niyo, ha? It's still the same. Whether it is power of a power rule or product rule, they'll end up with the same answer. So we have here, ang tawag dito sa integer exponent is power of a product rule. Ang tawag nito ay power of a product rule. Product law of exponent. Iba-iba yung tawag sa kanila eh. If the product of the bases is powered to the same exponent, then the result is a multiplication of the individual factors to the product, each powered by the given exponent. Example, xy raised to the power of n. So, parang i-distribute natin yung exponent ni n to x and to y. Okay? So, as an example, we have here, ab raised to the power of 2, magiging sagot niyan ay a squared b squared. What if the given is a b squared raised to the power of 2? Pag yung given natin ganito, class, a b squared raised to the power of 2. So, magiging sagot niyan ay a squared b to the power of 4. Bakit siya squared? Because again, this is understood to be 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Ganun lang kadali. This is what we call as power of a product rule. Pag meron tayong power of a product rule, meron din tayong power of a quotient rule. So, paano gawin natin yung power of a quotient rule? Same pa rin. We just had to distribute the exponent to the numerator and to the denominator. For example, we have here 2/3 raised to the power of 4. So, maging 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 4, which is equal to 16/81. But if in case, class, this is divisible by 2, or rather, they do have the same base, pwede natin i-follow muna yung quotient rule bago natin i-distribute yung exponent na 4. Mayroon tayo example mamaya. Okay, this one. Let's try this example. Ay. Ano nangyari? Okay, so the next items 1 to 10. Number 1, I'll call Ali. Number 2, number 10 is Kin. Bias kasi. Number 1 is Ali. Number 10 is Kin. Sige na lang, good Kin. Kumulay ka na. Rafael is number 2. Jamie is number 3. Corinne is number 4. King is 5. Hero is number 6. Jaya Doc is number 7. Kent Barcenelia is number 8. And Spencer is number 9. Oy, hindi natin nabigyan si Kenan. Number 10 is already Kent Bulitzer. Kenan, prepare because you will wrap up the discussion later, Kenan. Okay. Spare some time to solve the items, and then if we are ready, we can start solving number 1. Solve only your item, huh? Because they need choice. And then you have to exercise your freedom to choose among these options. But just like what has been previously presented in the slides, be ready with the consequence. Okay, simula tayo kay Ali. Aliyah or Asia?
3 to the power of 10, sir.
Very good. The number one's answer. Number one's answer is 3 to the power of 10. If you wish to express 3 to the power of 10, bahala na kayo sa buhay niyo, no? But, sir, what if I will express my answer is as 3 to the power of 10 only, but your final answer is not? I will consider both, class, actually. If you answer 2 to the power of 2 or 4, I'll consider both answers in exponential or in simplified value. So if we raise 3 to the power of 10, malaki-laki yung bagay na yan eh. 3 to the power of 10, ang sagot niyan, 59,049. So could be that it's your answer. Pero if you have no calculator, then it's so hard for you to perhaps raise 3 to the power of 10. So ang sagot natin, kaya mayroon tayong exponential law para madali yung sagutan yung mga problema na ganito. So I will consider the answer as 3 to the power of 10. Number 2, Rafael.
A to the power of 12.
Very good. A to the power of 12. The voice of Rafael is reverberating, no? Parang nandyan ka sa cave. Are you a caveman, Rafael? Never mind. Number 3, Jamie. Number 3.
2a to the power of 6.
Tanawa ha? 2a to the power of 6. What is wrong with the answer of Jamie this time? Take note that 2 is part of the value that is being raised in the parentheses. So therefore, isali mo si 2 sa pagbigay ng exponent na 3. Hindi lang si A. Tingnan nyo yung maigi ha. This still falls under power of a power rule. Tindihan? So Jamie, would you like to change your answer?
8 to the power of 6, sir.
Very good. The answer is 2 to the power of 3 times a to the power of 2 times 3, which is a to the power of 6. Be careful, not only Jamie, but for all of you guys who are with me in this session. If in case 2 is outside of the parentheses, this will not be raised to the power of 3. But since it is inside the parentheses, then that is affected by the exponent of 3. Understand, Jamie? Yes, sir. Okay, very good. So let's proceed with number 4. Corinne, number 4.
16, 8 to the power of 10, b to the power of 6.
So what's the exponent of b to the power of?
6.
6. I heard it wrongly. So we have 16, 8 to the power of 10, b to the power of 6. Very good. Take note of 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 2 is 2 to the power of 4. Affected din si 2. Similarly, as this one is affected by the exponent of 3. For argument's sake, what is the exponent of 2 here, class? Ano exponent ito dito? Pag yung variable natin walang exponent, understood yan na may 1 yan. Okay? Kaya hindi niyo siya i-disregard. May 1 yan. Yung mga exponent na yan. Number 5, King Kabagnot. Do we have the answer, King?
9, 8 to the power 4.
Positive yung 9, negative.
Positive.
Very good. Positive 9, 8 to the power of 4. Tignan nyo maigi, negative 3 to the power of 2 is positive 9. Okay, this is also one of the things that we need to look at in our solution class. Number 6 is hero. Thank you, King. Thank you. Thank you, Corinne, as well. And for the others who answered numbers 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. Hero, we have number 6. Do we have number 6, hero?
S to the power of 6 and T to the power of 12.
Very good. S to the power of 6 and T to the power of 12. Thank you, hero. Let's proceed with Jaya number 7. Jaya, Doc, answered S to the power of 5 over S to the power of 5. Hindi S yung denominator, Doc. T yung, Doc. Okay, Doc? My audio is not working, sir. Yeah, understand. So, hindi S yung denominator, Doc, ha? So, yung sagot ni Jaya ay S to the power of 5 times T to the power of 5. Thank you. So, also, thank you for the reminder, Jaya. In case your audio is not working well, just type or chat your answer then. If you are asked to answer a question. Number 8, punta tayo kay, sino na ba? Kent Barchinelia. Uy, nag-chat din si Kent. 6,561. Tingnan natin. So, if you wish to answer number 8, class, pwede natin i-simplify muna yung nasa gitna. Kasi yung nasa gitna, ano naman to? Quotient rule, di ba? They have the same base. So, magiging 9 minus 5 is 4. Right? So, magiging 3 to the power of 4 raised to the power of 2 na ngayon. Hindi na siya distribute nyo kasi malaki-laki na yung gagawin natin. But if you wish to distribute first the exponent of 2, it's still the same. Because 18 minus 10 is still 8. Get it? And if you simplify 3 to the power of 8, the answer is 6,581. The answer is correct. Thank you, Kent Barchinelia. Number 9 is Spencer. Aba, gumaganda yung chat natin ah. Hindi na tayo naririnig ah. S to the power of 2, P to the power of 8 over R squared. Ayun. So we have S to the power of 2, T to the power of 8 over R squared. Very good, Spencer. I hope you answered it yourself, not your kuya there, huh? So, okay, number 10, the easiest of all. Let's go back to Kent Buliser. Wala bias ni Kent, ha? This is really for you, Kent Buliser.
81a squared b to the 6th.
81a squared b to the 6th. Very good. Ganun lang kadali, class. Yung nangyari dito, para hindi tayo malito sa pagsagot, we simplify first what is inside in the parentheses. 36 divided 4 is 9. 8 to the power of 5 divided 8 to the power of 4 is 8 to the power of 5 minus 4, which is 1. B to the power of 8 divided by B to the power of 5 is B to the power of 8 minus 5, which is 3. Then after that, we just apply power of a power rule. Yun. Tanong. Question. Questions? So easy lang ba yung lesson natin, class? Easy lang ba? Sir, mahirap, sir. Give me a thumbs up if you understand the lesson, class. Yung may video, ganun lang kayo. Ayun, very good. Very good. So, hindi pa tayo tapos, class. Meron pa tayong dalawa. The negative law and the zero exponent rule. I think that is also part of your module, right? Sinali ko na yan kasi that is an outlet of product rule and quotient rule. So let's start with the negative law of exponent. We have here, if a base is powered by a negative exponent, then the base becomes the reciprocal with a positive exponent. Example, if you have 5 to the power of negative 3, it is equal to 5 to the power of 3 all over 1 minus, or 1 over 125. Or similarly, if the exponent, which is negative, is in the denominator, it means that you can bring it to the numerator, make it as an exponent, or make it as a positive exponent. Okay? Ano ba yan? So when I have a negative, I switch the base to the Okay, ganito yung mangyari natin, class. Pag, sample if we have here a to the power of 3 divided by a to the power of 5. Di ba mangyayari? Ganito yan, a to the power of 3 minus 5. Ano, what is 3 minus 5? Negative 2. Tama? So we have a to the power of negative 2. Kaya mangyari, we apply the negative rule, magiging 1 over a squared. If we simply express a to the power of 3, that is a times a times a, right? And if we simplify a to the power of 5, that's a times a times a times a times a. Tama? Limang a. If we apply the rule of cancellation, cancel yung tatlong a, cancel yung tatlong a dito. Ang natira sa numerator, 1. Sa denominator, a squared. Ganun lang. The understanding of it can be simply expressed in a solution where we cancel values from the numerator to the denominator. So I hope hindi tayo malibog dito Iba yung malibog na nasa isip ng iba siguro. I hope hindi ka malibog, Al. Malibog ka ba, Al? Nalito ka ba, Al? Ikaw, Catherine, malibog ka ba? I mean, nalito ka ba? Yun, hindi tayo dapat malito dito X to the power of negative expression like this one can be made positive if you put that in the numerator. So, ganito yung understanding ng lalaki. Kung negative yung exponent, switch na lang to its reciprocal para maging positive. Yun yung understanding ng lalaki dito. Pag negative, gawin denominator para maging positive. Pag nasa denominator na negative exponent, gawing numerator para maging exponent niya positive. Yun lang. Tanong. Kasi hindi ako sasagot. Okay? Before we end the discussion, may video ata dito. Mamaya na natin tingnan yan. Proceed na tayo sa last. Zero law of exponent. So, any base powered by a zero exponent is equal to 1. Okay? So, mangyari dito. 5 to the power of 0 is 1. 8 to the power of 0 is 1. 5a to the power of 0 is also 1. Bakit siya ganyan? Diba, if we go to an example class, a to the power of 3 divided by a to the power of 3. Diba, parang gawin natin cancel directly. The answer is 1. Right? Because if that is the case then, if you apply quotient rule, magiging 3 to the 3 minus 3 yan, which is a to the power of 0, which is still 1. Get it? So ganito lang yan. Cancel values lang yan. If you divide it out, the result is equal to 1. So, this is the easiest by far of the 5 laws of exponent. Or 7 ata. 5 or 7. What is 0 to the power of 0? What is 0 to the power of 0 class? Bem Datoy, what is 0 to the power of 0? If 5 to the power of 0 is 1, 8 to the power of 0 is 1, 5a to the power of 0 is 1. What is 0 to the power of 0?
Undefined, sir.
Very good. It's undefined. So with that value, with that answer, we will try to see my good friend over here who is going to showcase to us an explanation of what zero, negative, and zero exponent and negative exponent has to do with our lesson. Wait, I'll share the audio. Share computer sound. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the audio, Catherine.
Hello.
May audio.
I'm Professor Von Schmohawk, and welcome to YU. In the previous lecture, we saw that exponentiation is shorthand for repeated multiplication. Any number a raised to the nth power is equivalent to multiplying n a's together. In an exponential expression, n is called the exponent and a is called the base. We also saw that to multiply exponential expressions with the same base, we add their exponents. And to divide exponential expressions with the same base, we subtract their exponents. We can use these rules to find out what an exponent of 1 would mean. If we start with a non-zero number, a cubed, and divide it by the same number, squared, we subtract the exponents, and the result is a with an exponent of 1. We know that a number cubed is equivalent to 3 copies of that number multiplied together, and a number squared is equivalent to 2 copies multiplied. We can simplify this fraction by canceling out 2 copies of the number in the numerator and 2 copies in the denominator, which leaves us with 1 copy of the number. So any number raised to the first power is the same as the number itself. To find out what an exponent of 0 would mean, let's divide a to the first power by itself. Subtracting the exponents, we get a with an exponent of 0. Of course, any fraction where the numerator and denominator are the same is equal to 1. So we see that any number with a 0 exponent is equal to 1. There is one caveat to be aware of. What if a is 0? We showed that a raised to the 0 power is 1. So you would think that 0 raised to the 0 power should be 1. The problem is that no matter how many times we multiply 0 times itself, we always get 0. So is 0 to the 0 power 1 or 0? The answer is that it is undefined. So far, we have seen the meaning of integer exponents of 0 or greater. But is there any meaning to a negative exponent? Once again, we can use the rules of exponents to determine the meaning of raising a number to a negative power. If we take a non-zero number, a, raised to the 0 power, and divide it by the same number raised to any positive power, n, we subtract the exponents, so the result will have an exponent of negative n. Since a to the 0 power is equal to 1, this tells us that any number with a negative exponent is equivalent to 1 over that number with the same positive exponent. For example, a to the negative 3rd power is equal to 1 over a cubed, or 1 over a times a times a. The only number that cannot have a negative exponent is 0, since this would be the same as 1 over 0. And dividing by 0 is meaningless. So now we know the meaning of any integer exponent, and the rules of adding and subtracting exponents work in every case. In our next lecture, we will see how exponents...
Okay, so notice, class, I just would like to share an input of Professor Von Schmohawk. In his video, you notice that he was seen, or he is seen in the video. Hindi lang puro audio, kundi nakikita rin natin si Professor Von Schmohawk explaining the contents of the video. So I was expecting somehow that that was the end of your video in science. No? So much for that. And I think it's already time. So I'll just have to proceed with the examples here. Number 10. So I'll just proceed with the solution class. Okay. So in number 1, we have 2a squared b. Since everything here is raised to the power of 0, the answer here is equal to 1. Whatever the value inside, for as long as everything is raised to the power of 0, the answer there is 1. Number 2, y squared times y to the power of negative 4. If you add 2 and negative 4, you'll get negative 2. So use the negative rule, we have 1 over y squared. In this lesson class, it is expected that your answers should not contain a negative exponent. Again, it is supposed to be made clear to everyone right now that if your answer is a negative exponent, I'll mark it wrong. It should be expressed in a positive exponent. A to the power of 5 raised to the power of negative 1 is a to the power of negative 5 or 1 over a5. 4 to the power of s to the power of negative 2 times 4s to the power of 7. So you'll get 4s to the power of 5 because 7 plus negative 2 is positive 5. Okay. Simplify only the final answer applying the negative rule and the 0 exponent rule. See here, we have 3 to the power of negative 4, x to the power of 8, y to the power of negative 12. Simplify it. Ang may bilin sa numerator, si x na lang. Okay, it is 3, negative 4 man. Si y, negative 12. Sumahin mo silang nasa denominator. Okay. Number 6, what do you think is the answer here? It's always 1. Okay. Number 7. 2 to the power of 2 times x to the power all over x. So we have 2 to the power of negative 2 and x over negative 1. Balihon lang na mo plus, you'll get the answer x over 4. We have here 3 squared. 3 to the power of 9. Simplify first. 3 to the power of 9 all over 3 to the power of 5. That is 3 to the power of 4. Then after that, raise it to the power of negative 2. So that is 3 to the power of negative 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then simplify it further. So you have 1 over 3 eighths. Number 9 and number 10, you have here the solution. So simplify first what is inside before you apply the exponent. Sir, is it fine if I will distribute the exponent immediately? The answer is a yes. Provided you will do what is inside in the parentheses, or you will do what is inside or what is in the grouping symbol with the exponent. The rule in GEMDA says that you will perform first the grouping symbol or the exponents, diba? That is the GE in the GEMDAs. Grouping symbol or exponents, depending on which comes first or depending on the decision of the student where to solve first, it will end up with the same answer eventually. So I hope you understand our lesson today, class. Clarifications and concerns, feel free to ask your concern in my messenger or chat me in the messenger if in case the contents of your question is not found in the module. See you Thursday for the checking of the module. Thank you for your attendance today, class. Goodbye, everyone, and see you Thursday. Bye-bye.